Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bohdi, it's lovely to meet you. Welcome to my little reading nook. I have a new kind of different video today that I don't think has really been pursued much, or at least I haven't seen it much in the booktube community, if at all. But I think it's something that will, it's a little bit different, and I'd actually like to see other people, other booktubers, kind of utilize this kind of technique, if you will. What I'm going to be sharing today with you is my vision board. Now, in the last video you may have seen this board behind me, and that's what it is. It's my vision board. It's my writing vision board. I'll actually zoom in for you to kind of show you what's going on with it. So there's just a bit of memorabilia and everything that inspires me as a writer. So, I'm going to actually talk about what a vision board means. So, a vision board to me it's where you put up images that inspire you for a goal. So people have made vision boards for health, people have made vision boards for, career, family, whatever. Things that you want to bring into your life. Or that type of energy that you want to bring into your life because it inspires you or whatever else. So as I've mentioned in other videos, I study writing at university. My dream goal is to be an author. And that's what this is all about. It's about, looking at that thing and feeling inspired and really visualizing what I want to achieve with my writing. So I'm going to change the camera angle and I'm going to show you this vision board closer up and talk about, what each thing means and just really share that with you. Okay, starting up the left at the top in this vision board, you'll see J.K. Rowling. Obviously, she's the author of the Harry Potter series, recently the author of the screenplay for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. She's written The Casual Vacancy, which is an adult novel, and she also writes under the pseudonym of Robert Galbraith and writes crime novels. So the reason that she is on here, and if I pan down you can also see her selfie there, particularly the photo in the left is her promo photo for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I believe. And then also those two images next to that, the one with the writing and the one where she's typing, are both from a documentary that I believe was called A Year in the Life of. It's amazing. And it talked about, it showed when she finished writing The Deathly Hallows and that whole process on the way to publication. So I've had her there because if you've watched my channel for a little while, you'll know that Harry Potter is probably my biggest writing inspiration. It's the reason that I began reading, and it's the reason that I began writing. So I keep that there, especially, I wished more than anything in the world to be a writer, mostly to stay focused and stay humble in my goals, and not let materialistic ideas kind of control what I want to do. And then little inspirational quote there about, the stories we love best do live in us forever, so whether you come back by page or by the big screen, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. She said that at the finale of the premiere of the final book, or the final movie. Up there is Maya Angelou. I find her so calming, and some of her poetry is amazing, and she did this interview for Oprah Winfrey's network on, just her life story, and it's so inspiring to hear, especially as a writer. Moving over, I have a letter here from Jodi Picoult, who is also down there. The letter, she gave that to me in 2013, I believe, and I really cherish her. I saw her again this year, last year now. I saw her again and I got her to sign it for me. And, that letter means so much to me for what she says in it. She talks about how she has no doubt that I'll succeed with my writing, and that I should have no doubt either. And in times where I really don't feel optimistic, to look over and see that, it really reminds me that, someone of her caliber is inspired by me and believes in me. Moving over, we have a quote here, which is from Abraham Hicks, which is, "In this life, people will love you and people will hate you, and none of that will have anything to do with you." I have that up there to remind me not to let other people's judgments control how I write or what I write about. Then moving down, little things like believe in yourself, and the scariest moment is always before you start, because, you can always edit a blank page, you can always edit bad writing, but you can't edit a blank page, as Jodi Picoult says. Things like dream, the word creative, all these elements that I'm wanting to bring into my life, that I want to feel inspired with whenever I look at this. So down here it says, you are a writer, a sentence crafting, plot building, character creating, spell checking, storytelling, word rearranging, suspense building, chapter finishing, bona fide writer, and writer's right, so no excuses and start writing. Sometimes it's so hard to put pen to paper, and a lot of the time I say it's writer's block, but it's not. It's just a confidence issue. So to look over and see just write, for the love of God, whether it's good or not, it really, again, builds on that moment of, the scariest moment is just before you start. Over here is Esther Hicks. The photo to the right is Esther, and the photo to the left is Esther when she's channeling Abraham. Over here is, Amateur's, a couple of Stephen King quotes. So there's one up there from his memoir / how-to guide, which is called On Writing. And then there's one over here that says, amateurs sit and wait for inspiration, and the rest of us just get up and go to work. One over here by Chuck Palahniuk. I believe that, I don't really know how to spell his name. That's the best revenge of all happiness. Nothing drives people crazier than seeing someone having a good fucking life. And, having that attitude of just, I'm going to be happy regardless is really, really good to head into my writing with, rather than believing that, oh, everyone's going to hate what I write, thinking, no, I'm happy when I write, so I'm writing. There's a photo of Oprah Winfrey there. I find her so inspirational, spiritually inspirational, professionally inspirational. Her memoir comes out this year, which I'm so excited to pick up. So, yeah, she has a special place on there. This is a quote from Paulo Coelho, who is the author of The Alchemist, which is where the quote is from, and it says, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it," which kind of builds on the kind of idea of, what a vision board stands for, where, if you believe in it, you visualize it, you'll start to bring these things into your life. Again, ask, believe, receive, it's following that same ideology. Interestingly, up here, last year for my birthday, 2 of my friends bought me a star. Literally bought me a star in the sky. And that little certificate is the official certificate, and it has the coordinates on it somewhere. And then over here, next to Oprah, is the actual star. You can't really see it, but it's that tiny little circled dot. I'll try to zoom in. Hang on. Yeah. That tiny little circled dot is my star in the sky, and it really kind of reminds me, whether it's romantic or not, that, I will be a star one day, or that I'm already a star. And then up here is just another little quote that says, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thought. With our thoughts we make the world." Again, the same kind of idea. So it's more of a spiritually charged idea of writing. But you can make vision boards for whatever you choose to make them for. You can make them for, as I've done, career. You can make them for your hobbies. You can make them for, relationships. You can make them for anything that you want to bring into your life. That kind of energy that you want to focus on. So you can have a myriad of things. You could have, I've kind of got spirituality and writing mixed together, but you could have relationships and career and finances and whatever else all into the one. Health, for example. So really finding images that stand out to you, or figures that stand out to you, or, memorabilia that stands out to you and makes you feel really inspired and makes you feel optimistic and positive and gives you that positive mindset for you to approach whatever you're wanting to achieve.